All right, peace, family. It is Moyana with my channel Low Key Vibes. I'm sorry you all get to see my humble abode in its natural state, but I don't know. When I woke up this morning, I just really felt like, I don't know. I just really felt like I wanted to do a reading. No particular reason, no specific reason, just I felt like I wanted to do one. So I am going to go ahead with the feeling. The energy is just feeling really good. And I know we're still in the Venus retrograde period. So I guess that's probably what it is, like a check-in, like I said. Um, we've been dealing with a lot. Oh, I'm so ashamed y'all get to see my couch and stuff. As you can see, this is where I sit, and this is my office space where I sit and do magic. Do not judge me. I don't care if you do. But yeah. So I just want to go ahead and I just want to follow my instincts on this. The energy is clearly high right now, especially with this Venus retrograde period still going. I know I've had some experiences, some realizations, come to some decisions, made some decisions, had some offers. Cards already talking, so I'll leave these two at the bottom. So actually, before I even start this, let me do right. Since I'm doing this at the spur of the moment, at the whim, just light a little bit of my lovely Palo Santo. Let's cleanse the space. I'm going to try to make this brief and quick because there was no plan, but at the same time, I'm not going to try that. I'm going to let Spirit, Source, the Divine, Beloved, the Most High, whatever you want to call it, him or she, or all of that. I'm going to let the all determine that for me. I'm going to let the messages come through. So, as I was saying, we're still in the middle of the Venus retrograde period. It has begun, and it has really been kicking a lot of people's asses, but it's causing a lot of introspection with love and, how you see your partners. I'm cleansing everything. How you see your partners and your relationships, not just romantic relationships. It could be family, friends, work relationships, just any type of relationships. And just a lot of cooperation that's needed, a lot of reevaluation. So let's go ahead and begin. Ancestors, angels, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for all who are listening, for all who need for today, Friday the 19th, 2018? What messages do you have? I believe today's the 19th. If it is, today is my lockversary. 1 year with locks on my head. And I'm not going to lie, my antennas became my crown and it just opened me up to so much. And I love it. I love, love, love it. All right, without further ado, let's begin. The two cards that fell out. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. As you can see right here, maybe I'll turn it this way for you all. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Wands. So what I'm getting is there's slow movement, or there's even stagnant movement to getting to this Four of Wands. Four of Wands is harmony, is completion, is balance, and family and community. It's also known as a twin flame card because you got the 11 and 11. So what I'm getting is there's slow movement to this, or there's no movement at all at this point. Like you started on the journey and now you kind of stopped. You kind of got stuck in a rut. And I won't even say you just stuck in a rut. You kind of stopped. You may not be sure which way to go. As you see, he's upside down, but he's also looking away from the twin flame. So you may not be sure which way to go just yet. You still got some things you're trying to figure out. But you're hindering your process and your progress of getting to this, balance and completion that you need. There needs to be some sort of refocus, is what I'm getting. Refocus and really paying attention and clarifying what you want, being grounded in who you are. Next to come out is the Ten of Wands. So I think it's the burden. You're putting a lot of burdens on yourself, responsibilities. I'm not getting the vibe of achievement. I'm not getting that. With this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you got this Ten of Wands. So you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself almost. Like you're turning this journey into a job. And that's not how it's supposed to be. If you're on your spiritual walk, you're going to be on this walk for life. So it's no point in turning it into a job or a career. It just should be. It just should be. You know, if that makes sense. The journey should just be. You should just be along the journey. Just be yourself, and everything else will come from that. Everything else will stem from that. And I sometimes think, you know, we burden ourselves so much. We put so much pressure on ourselves that we don't even see the good that we offer. You want to come out. We don't see the good that we offer. So look at that. This came back out from my last reading on Wednesday, on the Wednesday Wanda. We have the devil in reverse. This is saying let go. Let go of that toxic attachment. And it came out right when I was saying sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves, and the devil in reverse came out. That's what we need to let go of. This pressure that you're putting on yourself. The pressure, the constant need of always needing to be right, always needing to be like a perfectionist, things needing to be perfect, trying to control everything outside of you, trying to control the results as they come. You cannot do that. You cannot control the results. You cannot control anything outside of you. All you can do is control yourself and how you react to things outside of you. So it could just be a habit of not giving yourself enough credit. Being so hard on yourself that you don't give yourself enough credit to even build up, to even get to where you need to go. You kind of could, like when you rush yourself or you don't acknowledge the good in yourself or in your journey, it kind of causes you to doubt and you stop. So it's like you stop traveling because you burden yourself. You know what I'm saying? You burden yourself with thoughts and ideas. It's time to let it go. It's time to let that go. Right? What else, cards? It's time to release those toxic attachments, the attachments of trying to control everything outside of yourself, because that is impossible and you will not do that. You cannot do that. Now, you can manipulate energies all you want, but you cannot control anything outside of yourself. So don't even put that weight on you. Don't even put that burden on you. How about that? That's how that went. Don't put that burden on you. Those burdens are your toxic attachments because they manifest. They may start as spiritual burdens, but they'll manifest in multiple ways, and they become mental burdens, emotional burdens, then physical burdens like pain or parasites or whatever, sickness. So much. Let go of those burdens. Let go of not giving yourself enough credit. Let go of not being grateful. Let go of not seeing the journey in itself, seeing you grow in itself. What else, cards? What other messages do you have? What other messages? Ancestors, angels, spirits, guys. What messages do you have for us today? Please and thank you. Please and thanks. Please, thank you. Please and thanks. This card I saw last night a lot. Actually ended up on, I'm seeing a lot of 10s right now. The 10 of Pentacles just peeked this face at me, and the 10 of Swords in reverse. So a lot of endings, you guys. We're in the month of 10. We're in October. October was originally the 10th month of the year. That's why you got the I'm sorry. It was the 8th month of the year. But you're coming to a cycle's getting ready to close. So I feel like once people hit December, which used to be the 10th month of the year, that was the 10th, a lot of things are going to come to a head for people in that 10. But right now, we look at October as the 10th month of the year. So that still holds some type of energy on the Western side with Western astrology and whatnot. So maybe there is some stuff going on right now. Yep. Two of Cups is coming. A love offer. A balanced love offer. It may not even necessarily be a relationship, but some type of offer that's going to bring you some emotional fulfillment. It's going to bring you happiness. It's going to bring you joy. Red pill, blue pill. It's going to come in and give you some balance, and it's going to sit you on calmer emotional waters. You got the Two of Cups and this Four of Wands. Love is coming, and I'm just feeling like you got to get out your own head to see it. Love, balance, harmony is coming. It could be reigniting with a flame, a twin flame, or a soulmate. It could be fixing family issues to the point where you all are a whole new clan of family. Just so much. Reuniting with old friends. Yeah. This Two of Cups, this Four of Wands, there's some love. We're in the season again. I did this because we're still like in the middle of Venus retrograde. Friday is ruled by the planet Venus. So today is Venus's day. I guess that's why I woke up feeling like doing this. So I just took some time and then decided to do it. But this is really real. This energy is really real, you guys. And then we're getting ready to move into another full moon. So emotions are building up and things are getting ready to be let go for the full moon in Taurus. This Knight of Pentacles as well as this Devil. Those are Earth cards. This is Capricorn right here. Knight of Pentacles should be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We're moving into a full moon in Taurus. It's time to get grounded. It's time to get grounded emotionally. And to do that, you have to separate yourself from the emotions and realize you are not the emotions that you experience. You just experience them to get the lesson, to gain the understanding and the wisdom. You're expanding and adding to your Akashic records. You have to experience certain things, especially if it's things that you would never do. Sometimes we have to go through some very not so pleasant things because we have to understand what it feels like, especially if you're like a light worker, a starseed, or indigo child, whatever. If you were put here for a purpose to help people, it's going to be hard trying to help people and you really don't understand that which they're going through. Now, you don't have to experience everything, especially in this lifetime, but a lot of the stuff that we experience that is just so bad that hurts us to the core, one, it sparks your growth. It gives you that strength that you need. But two, you must experience this, because if you're going to move forward into helping people, you need to understand the people that you're helping. You need to understand what they are going through. You have to be able to empathize. Okay, not sympathize, empathize. You have to be able to understand the feeling, because they're just going through and experiencing human emotions as well. But if you've never experienced these type of emotions, how can you honestly sit there objectively and subjectively and give unbiased advice? So you cannot. So instead of being mad at certain situations coming to you, please understand you had to learn this, because there's that experience and that knowledge now being within your Akashic records, within your DNA, is not going to help you in the future. It can help you in this life or the past life. And look at that. Nine of Swords in reverse. It's going to help you. It is going to help you. And the cards are coming out. I see twos today. So we've got the Two of Cups. And you get there by the Nine of Swords in reverse. This came out on Wednesday as well. Letting go of that mental worry, anxiety, that stress, that depression. What you put, all the words that you put on yourself, let it go. Let it go. It's time to get out of that state of mind. You've been through too much. It's time to get out of that. Nine of Swords say, ain't no more worry, ain't no more stress, ain't no more depression. Yeah. And that came out right when I said that you have to go through things in order to be able to empathize with others, because you're going to do some work with that knowledge, with that experience. So let it go. It's no point of continuously attaching yourself to the pain that you've been through. That pain serves a purpose. Serves. Now, I didn't say served as in past tense or will serve in future. At this moment, it serves a purpose. It's catalyzing growth for you. It's adding growth to you. That Ten of Swords in reverse just peeked his head out of me again. Y'all, yeah. This one just flipped over all extra. In twos, we've got the Hermit, and then we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's Virgo, and that's Jupiter. So the Hermit is saying is going within, kind of isolating yourself, taking some time to look within, to come to your understanding, your level of understanding, seeking answers from self. Sometimes we get so bombarded by trying to look for everything outside of ourselves and don't realize, like I said earlier, there's nothing outside of you that's greater than you. So it's time to go within. All the answers that you need, all the questions that you have can be answered from within. Sit in silence. You need to meditate. Even the fact that the Hermit is sitting right up under this Two of Cups. Look how this guy is sitting in the Two of Cups. And you got two nines right here. And two tens. And I told you I kept seeing the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles when I was shuffling. They kept peeking. So this is really guys, I don't care if you think I'm repeating this in these readings. This is really a cycle coming to an end. It really is. But look what else just flipped over. Judgment in reverse. So you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This could be you might be stuck in this cycle a little too long. This cycle of being a hermit. That could be what that is. That it's time to come out. It's time to stop hiding yourself. Like, yes, keep seeking the answers from within, but please don't stay within too long. Like I said, if you were when I was talking about being an indigo, star seed, indigo child, star seed, a light worker, a healer, you can't be isolated for too long. You got work to do. You got some healing to do. You have some vibrations of this planet that need to be raised, and you are supposed to be helping with that. You are supposed to be assisting with that. That is a big part of your purpose of coming down here and raising your own vibrations. You help to raise the collective vibration of the planet. That is what we are here for. We start with self, and then it all permeates outwards. You start with self. You start healing yourself. You start receiving the knowledge from within and from like the light codes from without. But all it does when you receive knowledge from the cosmos, it goes through your antennas into your aura field, into your being. And it basically, what I'm just getting right now is that it attaches or it triggers the knowledge that's already within you, in your DNA, your Akashic records. Everything that exists outside of you also exists within you. You know what I'm saying? Everything as above, so below. So when you tap into these light codes, all it's doing is attuning you to a frequency. It's giving you downloads of information, and it's reawakening the part of you that resonates on that frequency. It's bringing that frequency to life. It's activating that DNA. You got the Judgment in reverse, as well as with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You may not be looking at things clearly. You may not being fair about certain things. Again, and you know what? Just because I said you may not be being fair takes me back to the Ten of Wands. You may not be being fair to yourself. Okay, you're holding on to this cycle. You won't let this cycle end. The cycle of hiding. Okay, the cycle of being in retreat with this Hermit. It's okay to take some time to yourself, because with what I'm getting up here, you had some healing that you needed to do. Now it's time to come out. You can't stay in forever. You had a cycle of being in retreat. Now it's time to let that go and judge it fairly. Get the lessons, gain understanding, judgment. Take the final example of what you've been through. Okay. Stop being afraid to judge the situation. Stop being afraid to make a decision. There's a decision that you need to make. Are you moving on? Look at the card. I love this artwork. It really speaks. As you see, it's like this big celestial being, and she's holding in her hand the regular human being. I experienced something like that in a meditation with my ancestors, seeing them as giants, and they picked me up and held me in their hand. It was like almost like the same thing. You have to understand, you are bigger than what you believe. You are bigger than your soul is so much bigger than this small body that you're incarnated in. You see, it's almost like being looked at with the eyes of the ancestors, being judged by the deities of our ancestors, being judged by the all. And the all is just coming in the form of an ancestor that can be related to, that can be understood. It's time to start looking. You're not looking clearly on some things. You're not being fair with yourself. To feel like your ancestors and your angels, your spirits and your guides have been showing you things, have been getting you to where you need to go, but you are not seeing it clearly. You're still getting in your own way with this 10 of Wands. You're still burdening yourself. You're not giving yourself enough credit. You know what I'm saying? You're not taking this. I'm not going to say you're not taking this seriously, but you're not giving yourself enough credit of what you've been through and what you're going to continue to go through. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. Okay? All this is saying, not make the decision. Make the decision that you know you need to make. Be who you know you are here to be. Okay? Stop holding on to this cycle. Because if you stay in it too long, it's going to become toxic again. The devil in reverse is saying you're releasing this toxicity. But the more you stay in it, it will become toxic again. It will be harmful to you. Don't stay in something for too long. Don't stay down for too long. The seasons don't stay for too long. They stay for the time that they're needed. Move with nature. Okay? Move with nature. Move with the flow. Move with the systems. This keeps coming out, so I'm going to rock with you too. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Hangman in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Cards that I all kept seeing yesterday. And all this stuff came in reverse. When I just play reading on myself. Because you refuse to make a decision, you're missing offers. This Page of Pentacles. It could be something coming in for you, and you're missing it. You are missing the offer because you're not making a decision. You're not looking at things clearly and fairly for yourself with this Judgment reverse. So it says that you're missing offers. You're not able to see clearly with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. But then you have the Hangman in reverse. We're just saying the same thing. Like you're missing offers. Basically, you're getting in situations and you're not seeing your own power to manipulate them. You're not seeing your own power to be okay. You're not giving yourself enough credit to be in this situation and make something happen for yourself. You think that you can do this. You know what I'm saying? So you're being very impractical about things. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're being very impractical. Unpractical. Is it impractical? I'm sorry. You're being very impractical. You're not being honest with yourself. You're not being grounded and down to earth. You're kind of overdoing it. That's what I get from the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is balance, a nurture in the environment. She's stable. She's secure. You're very insecure in your own right. Almost like you're afraid of your own power. This is saying you're afraid of your power. The Queen of Pentacles is secure. She's balanced. But the Hangman in reverse is saying, like, you got the power to manipulate the situation however you want, but you don't even see it. You don't even see it. You're in the middle of the situation, and instead of stopping, calming down, turning around, and just looking around you and figuring out, I could fix this. You're panicking. You're nervous. There's fear. There's fear. There's worry. And you're supposed to be letting that go right now. Like, you're blocking your own growth. And because you're not making the decision and looking at things fairly, you're missing offers. You're missing opportunities to be stable. You're missing opportunities to be secure. If you stay in this type of energy for too long, this is what you'll get. Just being blinded by everything. Being blinded by your surroundings. Therefore, missing the offers that are coming. Not being secure with yourself. That's a no-no. And again, you've got some love stuff coming. So it's like you're walking away from love. That could be what it is. Walking away from love. Walking away from a twin flame. You're being so afraid of going back to pain and heartbreak and burden that you're staying hidden. And it's like you're keeping the cycle of being hidden for so long that you will never make it to your twin flame. Again, this all started with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Meaning you started the journey. But now, like, your fears kicked up. Your insecurities came back and kicked up. So now you're not moving on. Now you're not moving forward. So, yeah, it could be a love thing. Like, again, I said this is dealing with relationships. This is Venus's day. So we're dealing with relationships. And you got some earth. Like, you started with earth and right now you ended with earth. And again, you ended with a little more earth. Saturn. This is not Saturn. I'm sorry. You have death. That's 13. Death is just a transition. It's time, okay? It's time to let that old self die. That sounds bad to some people. Too many people out here afraid of death and don't even realize the moment you were born into this bitch, you were born to die. That is the only guarantee in this life is that you will die. It's not a bad thing. Every death is a rebirth. Every end is a beginning. Once you end one cycle, you start anew. This is death. This means it's time to die. Okay? That old self, that ego self, that self of starting a journey and stopping it, that self of burdening yourself, having these toxic attachments, holding on to cycles, hiding from the world, holding on to pain, not seeing love, being impractical, not seeing your power in the situation, not making decisions. Let all that go. All that needs to die. It all needs to die because the God or the Goddess, the divine within you, the source, the power that you possess is ready to unfold. It is ready to be released into this world and unleashed into this world. Like, you are getting ready to become who you are supposed to be. But you will never do that if you hold on to all this shit. See, right, Wheel of Fortune, you don't want this cycle to end. Judgment Reverse, you're not making a decision to end it. You have stopped traveling. You're holding on and carrying your burdens. It's time to transition. It's time to transform. You are getting ready to transform into the next phase of your life. And it will be beautiful if you so allow it. If you so allow it. But you have to allow it. Yes. Yes. Anything else? Please, thank you, please, and thanks. Cycles are ending. Long story short, now I'm just overlooking 10. This could be double tens or 2 and 2. Partnerships, relationships, endings, 9 and 9 next to each other. 13, the divine feminine. Trusting the intuition. You gotta be ready to go into darkness. Gotta be ready to go into darkness. Anything else for this reading? You know, I'm going to take that as the end. The way death came out by itself, that is the end. Death is an ending into a new beginning, yeah? That is a transition. It's time. Because we're moving, guess what season we're in? We're in fall. What's happening with fall? The leaves are falling off the tree. The old dead leaves, the old leaves are dying and they're literally falling off. And then we move into winter where everything is dead, asleep or dormant, right? Death. And what happens after fall and winter? You get back to spring and then summer. So don't be afraid of this season. Don't be afraid of these changes. You have to leave behind what you don't need anymore. It's weighing you down. It's weighing you down. It is burdening you with this Ten of Wands. What you do not need anymore. It's time to go. And I just keep thinking, like, trees give the best knowledge. Like, once the dead leaves fall from the trees, what do? They lay on the ground. They fall to the ground and they keep the ground warm for the winter. You get what I'm saying? They keep the ground warm. So even your dead weight, once you release it, it still serves its purpose. It serves its purpose of protecting the earth, protecting your foundation, as well as protecting your foundation to keep you grounded. Because what's in the earth when the leaves fall? The tree's roots. The ground needs to be warm so the roots can continue to grow and spread and expand as the tree grows and spreads and expands upward. It has as above, so below. So you need your dead weight. You need that which you release and that which does not serve you. You need that to fall and cover your foundation. And I'll say that, like, because the trees do it to keep the earth warm from the elements, from the ground from freezing over, and keep water and warmth trapped in. So let's symbolically apply that to ourselves. Your dead weight, your dead relationships, dead friendships, toxic work relationships, toxic relationship you have with yourself, let all that go. Because when you do, what happens? It falls to your foundation dead and lifeless, but the energy that you put into it, there it is. The energy that you put into all that shit is now freed up. And energy it's not good or evil. It's not good or evil. It's not good or bad. It all depends on how you use it or harness it. A socket ain't evil, but I could either plug in a lamp to light a room, or I could plug in a motherfucking electric chainsaw and slaughter everybody in the room. Either other way, it's how you choose to use it. It's how you choose to use that energy. So now that all that dead weight has freed up, all that energy has freed up for you to harness for yourself. And how does the dead weight use it? By covering the foundation, keeping the foundation warm. Symbolic to us, or to beings, to our world, I say that as you harnessing that energy to empower you, to strengthen your roots now. Send that energy, send that divine energy back into your chakras and allow it to flow. Align with that energy that is now. Use it to transmute the situations you've been through into lessons, the lessons into wisdom, the wisdom into understanding. And stay grounded. And when you do that, you are grounded in who you are. Your roots continue to grow. They continue to spread, and they continue to attach to the core of the earth, or to reach towards the core of the earth. The core of the earth is synonymous with your inner soul, your hidden soul, your hidden core. You get what I'm saying? There's a sun, and then there's a hidden sun, which is what they call the reflection from the earth's core. Or is the sun in the sky just a reflection of the core? But that's another story for another day. But yes, you all done shuffling. Look what came on the bottom. 6 of Swords. You're coming out of all this. You see, he's traveling through that desert. He done been a long way, but he has made it. He has made it to his destination. He's made it over the horizon. Yep. After coming through all this, walking this entire desert, he is here now. He is here. You are here. It's over the horizon. It's right there. It's not a mirage. That could be what's keeping you from moving forward. You think it's a mirage. You don't think this shit is real. It is. It is. You have made it to your destination. Right? It's coming. That's the overall underlying theme. Is that you're coming out of trying times and moving into smoother sailing, calmer waters. Ending your trying times and being reborn. So go ahead and do that, you guys. Don't feel afraid. Don't feel afraid. The season, the stars are aligning in ways, and the cosmos in ways that are just so fucking beautiful. Especially for me, I'm on cloud 9. I'm going to be on cloud 9 probably for the next year and a half, because my home planet, I won't say my home planet where I'm from, but I'm a Sagittarius sun and moon. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Jupiter. And it also deals with the cycles and expansion and abundance. And it's coming home in November. Jupiter is going to be in its home sign of Sagittarius in November. And it's going to be there for like 18 months, y'all. And that's the planet of abundance, fortune, good luck, expansion, philosophy, just inner knowledge, truth seeking. Like, oh, and it makes everything bigger. So it's coming home. It's coming to its home sign. So anywhere in your chart, wherever you have Sagittarius, whatever house you have Sagittarius in, that's going to get a boost. And Sagittarius also rules the ninth house. So whatever is in your ninth house is going to get a boost. But especially if you have heavy Sag placements in your chart, like me, Sag, Sun and Moon, as well as Mars and Sagittarius and Mercury and Sagittarius, and all that is in my fourth house of like family and foundation. All that is about to get lit up in like the best ways. Again, I said Jupiter's a planet of luck and abundance. So we're all about to get some kind of boost. But after having Saturn in my sign for 3 years of discipline and structure and boundaries and lessons, oh y'all, I'm ready for my planet to come home, and it's gonna be beautiful. I'm sorry I went on a tangent. So my name is Moyana. Thank you for watching my channel, Low Key Vibes, bringing you some high vibrations while I remain low key. I hope this message resonates with somebody. If not, it resonates with me. I thought this reading was going to be shorter than this, but when I go by feeling. So thank you all for watching, and you have a blessed day, my love and lovelies.